The White House has approved a disaster declaration for Florida this morning as Ian makes its way through the state.
During a conference yesterday on nutrition and health, President Biden said people should not take the storm lightly.
The storm is incredibly dangerous, to state the obvious. It's life-threatening. You should obey all warnings and directions from emergency officials. Don't take anything for granted. Use their judgment, not yours.
Let's bring in NBC News correspondent Josh Lederman with more on the Biden administration's response to the storm. Josh, good morning to you. So what does this disaster declaration mean for people who are dealing with the devastating storm right now? And should they expect more help is going to be coming in soon?
Yeah, they sure should expect that. We are seeing that the president has now signed this disaster declaration, which will make funding available to individual Floridians who are in a series of counties, including Charlotte, Collier, DeSoto, Hardee, Hillsborough, Lee, Manatee, Pinellas, and Sarasota counties. The White House saying in a statement that that assistance will include temporary housing and house repairs, as well as low-cost loans as people are starting to recover from this hurricane. We know that the president has had a chance to speak just ahead of the hurricane with Governor DeSantis in Florida, and then in the last 24 hours or so with affected mayors in the area, including the mayor of Fort Myers. He left messages for others. President Biden yesterday addressing what the federal government is doing to try to pre-position government resources in and around the area affected so that they can be ready to surge those resources in as needed. Take a listen.
We discussed what we've done to prepare for the hurricane. That includes dispatching hundreds of FEMA personnel and activating thousands of National Guard members. I've also developed a search and rescue team and deployed them to multiple federal agencies. FEMA prepositioned literally millions of liters of water, millions of meals, and hundreds of generators. We have scheduled everything we can possibly do.
And in just a few hours, we expect President Biden to head to FEMA headquarters here in Washington, where he is going to get an update on the latest situation on the ground there, as well as what both FEMA is doing, as well as the Florida National Guard, other National Guard groups that are in the area. And the president will also then be able to calibrate the federal response to any additional information they're getting from authorities on the ground about what the current needs are there, Joe and Savannah.
Hey, Josh, the president also issued a warning to oil and gas companies, urging them not to raise prices, and that was even before Ian made landfall. What can you tell us about that and the reaction to it?
Yeah, well, President Biden is saying that this storm is no excuse for oil and gas companies to start raising the price that people pay at the pump. He says the federal government is watching closely for any signs of price gouging and then will take action if it does see that. Now, the good news is so far we haven't seen major spikes as a result of this hurricane. And we're also hearing from the American Petroleum Institute, which represents the oil and gas industry here in the U.S. They say this is not something people need to be concerned about. They say the price of gas that people pay is based on supply and demand on market forces and not any individual gas station. And they say they do not expect that those gas companies are going to start hiking prices just because people are dealing with this hurricane, Savannah.
All right, Josh Lederman covering the federal response. Josh, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.